What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about Steve Avila, offensive lineman from TCU. He's 6'4", about 330 pounds, so big-ass dude. And he is an interior offensive lineman. I think you can put him at center or guard and be fine. Probably center, just because centers are harder to come by than guards. But if you're a team that is wanting to draft him and you already have a good center and maybe you need guard help, don't hesitate to draft him, because I think he'd be a decent guard too. Don't put him at tackle though. But anyway, climbs pretty decently. Despite being 330 pounds, he's a pretty good athlete. So that's one thing I do like. Mirrors his opponent pretty decently. Big ass dude. He looks every bit of that 330 pounds for sure. Very good at pulling, which I love. Probably won't be doing that as much at center, but if you plug him at guard, he can. And you can pull center. It's just less efficient. In the run, he's pretty good at walling guys off, meaning like if you're running to the right side, like running like outside right, you know, he's pretty good at turning his body toward the left to make sure that his opponent has to go all the way through him to get to the play side. That's one thing I do love. Handles gap exchanges very well and communicates them very well too if he is at center, which is a good sign that he should probably play center. But like I said, he'd be absolutely fine at guard too. I think he has the size and strength to do it. One thing I will say though is he does have strength, and it really shows in like pass protection, because he does have a really good anchor, and it's tough to bull rush him, which is why I think he can be a absolutely fine guard. But it doesn't translate as well in the run game. He doesn't really run through people like I'd like to see him do, because he has the size and strength to do it. He just doesn't really have that anger to really do that. And he kind of has a tendency to catch people rather than like actively being first and attacking. Like, he's not really going to punch you in the chest. He's going to let you come to him. And that patience isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's not ideal, especially on the interior. I'd like to see him play with a little bit more anger. Pretty good hands. I will say that he's pretty good about getting him inside, and if he does get bad hand position initially, he will fight to get his hands back inside. Not super powerful for his size, but like I said, he does have some strength to him. He's just not that elite level of strength. I do think he is a better pass blocker than a run blocker right now. Now, if you're like a zone run team, I think he's absolutely fine as a run blocker. He just doesn't have tenacity that would like put him on the next level as a player. But I do like him. I think he's a solid ass day 2 pick, probably somewhere like mid second round to maybe early third is where I'd probably want to take him. Interior offensive lineman, unless you are crazy good, usually do get drafted on day 2, and that's kind of where I see him. I like the player though. I really do. So yeah, and he is a guy that I wouldn't mind the Dolphins taking a look at, especially because he can play guard and center. I know because I've seen him do it. Yeah, I've seen him do both. And I think that is something that could be valuable to us if we decide to take a look at him. Because right now we could use left guard help, so that's a thing. I think he would be an instant upgrade over Liam Eichenberg and anybody else we have at left guard. Robert Jones is cool, but I think this guy's better. And then next year, like, we only have one more year with Connor Williams, and we don't know for sure what we're going to do with him. So he kind of gives us flexibility to put him at either position that we might need him for. So he would be a guy I might be looking at when the time comes. But we don't even have a first round pick. So by the time we get to what is it, 56, something like that? Who knows what the board's going to look like? So anyway, hard to predict. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you'd like to, appreciate hitting that like button. Have any questions or comments in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.